A superhero wannabe? Cameron the Crusader, SCP-2241. This one's from the rubber, guys. I love superheroes. It's actually the only type of movie that I really enjoy watching. Crazy stuff like The Matrix or superhero movies. Stuff like that is what really gets me going. I'm not a big movie person, but I love stuff like this. So superhero stories right up my alley. Let's react to this SCP, you guys. Again, it's from the rubber. Make sure to subscribe to it. Let's get into this animation.
Hello everybody, I'm the Rubber.
Hello, Rubber.
Today we bring you SCP Foundation Euclid Class Object SCP-2241. SCP-2241, also known as Cameron the Crusader, is a 7-year-old, brown-haired boy who possesses minor telekinetic abilities. Additionally, he is also showing signs of a latent reality-bending ability.
Alright.
2241 is to be kept in a standard humanoid containment cell, so that the SCP Foundation can learn to understand his powers and use them to develop more superheroes.
Oh!
To be specific, 2241 is able to manipulate objects he can see and those that are within approximately 6 meters of him. In addition to this, manipulated objects may teleport or become slightly altered, implying a more general reality bending ability.
Sure.
To the Foundation, 2241 is considered a good candidate for long-term or intensive research into telekinesis, reality bending specifically, and anomalous humanoids generally. In his containment cell, 2241 is to be allowed access to television and comic books, but may be denied access to said items as punishment if required, as his cooperation is considered essential to long-term containment. Personnel are to call 2241 by his given name, Cameron. Currently, the leading theory among Foundation researchers is that 2241 will develop stronger or additional anomalous abilities as he ages.
I'm sure he will.
As such, it is considered essential to long-term containment and research that 2241 believes he is working with the Foundation, and that the Foundation is a safe place for him.
Keep you safe.
Below is a video log documenting the events while researcher Valdez was trying to gain 2241's trust.
There would be a mob after
Cameron,
you if
can you tell me what was happening when the fire team found you? Fire team? You mean the soldier guys?
Yeah.
That's right. I was trying to help that lady. Why were you helping her? She looked scared. The bad guy had a gun. She was trying to run away. Someone had to help her. But why did you have to help her? Why not run and call the police?
Be able to help people?
Superheroes have to help people. I can move things without touching them, and other people can't. So I should use that to help them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's very good of you, Cameron. Have you helped anyone else like this? No, I've only ever practiced, like in the woods and stuff. Has anyone ever caught you practicing? I don't think so. I tried to keep it secret. But sometimes people go for walks in the woods and they might have seen me, but I don't think so. Okay, that's good. What kinds of things can you do? I can move stuff without touching it, but not if it's too far away, or if it's too big. Only like a cup across a room or a person's arm or something. Sometimes it can kind of change as well. What do you mean by change, Cameron? Sometimes when I'm moving something, it changes into something I want. Like one time, when I was moving a stone, it turned into a toy that I lost. But it changed back after a while, before I even got home.
So it's like a temporary
Have you ever changed something on purpose?
That's interesting.
Not really. Sometimes, when I hear my parents yelling, I wish they'd stop and get distracted for a little bit. But they usually go back to arguing. Do your parents fight often?
That's sad, man.
No, not really. They don't mean to be angry. Do they ever get angry at you?
He seems like a great kid.
Sometimes, Daddy says it's my fault. I should just try harder. Mommy gets mad when my room is messy, but I try to keep it clean.
Well,
I don't want her to be mad. It's okay, Cameron. You're okay here. Thank you. You know, ordinary people wouldn't understand these powers.
That's right.
And some other people with powers might try to hurt you. Yeah, heroes have to have a secret identity.
That's correct.
Did you have a superhero name to protect your identity? I'm Cameron the Crusader. That's a cool name, Cameron. Because of this danger, you're going to be staying here with the SCP Foundation for a while. Do you have any questions?
That's kind of neat.
What does SCP mean, mister?
Secure,
it means secure, contain, protect.
That's what we do.
So it fights bad guys, like S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers. That's right, Cameron.
Right.
Like the Avengers.
Yep.
2241 appears to trust researcher Valdez and believes that the Foundation is attempting to help him as much as possible. 2241 may have experienced abuse at the hands of his parents, leading to the possibility of developing into a full-scale reality bender. Following several recent rounds of O5 approved rapid-fire testing with innocent bystanders and 2241's personal belongings, 2241 has developed many further abilities consistent with reports of late-stage telekinetic reality benders.
Nice.
2241 can now consistently teleport itself along with other matter. Additionally, it can act upon information received from several seconds in the future and move or transform matter within 12 meters without directly viewing it. Hitherto unrecorded abilities such as self-duplication are also present.
What?
In a test, 2241 appeared to absorb the energy of a bomb at the time of detonation.
Oh,
this mechanism is not well understood,
God.
but is believed to be a transformation of kinetic energy to some form of equivalent potential energy. Furthermore, the Foundation had also discovered a bomb within 2241's personal belongings.
I love that scene in that
After
movie,
the discovery, 2241 became enraged and teleported the bomb a great distance into the sky before it detonated. He took some time to calm down, repeatedly exclaiming, "No one can take my things. It's not fair. I'm strong. I'm the Crusader." One time, 2241 was found stealing a box from the Foundation modified bank vault. 2241 managed to teleport in, take the box, and slow down the Foundation sensors after tripping them before they could transmit emotion detection. This was only discovered upon later analysis. For this clear violation of causality, 2241 expressed no concern about his activities of dubious morality, a clear change from the day he spoke with researcher Valdez.
He's becoming
in a long-range surprise attack by robotic mortar, 2241 became enraged and caught a mortar bomb before throwing it back to the launcher at approximately 1.4 times the speed of sound.
That's Superman.
2241 is clearly less precise in his abilities and more violent when angry. "I hate them. I'm a Foundation Avenger and I hate the bad guys, and I'm gonna fight them all." In another test, 2 civilians were held hostage in rooms connected with a bulletproof glass window by enemies with guns. 2241 was informed of these impenetrable windows and that the hostages could not be teleported without physical contact. To rescue the 2 hostages, he duplicated himself and teleported both hostages to the Foundation command post simultaneously before returning to capture both enemies. 2241 reported nausea afterward, but no other ill effects.
So the powers
For the final test, researcher Valdez wished to implant a monitoring chip into 2241 in order to control his abilities and manipulate him into helping the Foundation. However, the Ethics Committee and a few O5 councils disagreed with the action. Implanting a monitoring chip into a child this young cannot be done without significant developmental damage in later years. This will cause catastrophic problems for both the child and long-term containment, given his well-developed capabilities. Additionally, deploying a child in combat, even under testing conditions, violates all moral norms. These tests are more important than one SCP regardless of whether it looks like a child. We now know which parts of the brain deal with certain anomalous abilities. With more detail, we can see how. We may even learn how to induce these abilities, and we will definitely learn how to neutralize them. I believe the results will justify both the risks and the means. We are closer than ever to understanding the mechanism by which human brains interact with extra-normal phenomena. In addition, due to the new modification of the monitoring hardware, 2241 can be neutralized quickly should it become a threat at any time after the surgery.
So they could basically
Testing reinstated by majority overseer vote following emergency council meeting. Researcher Valdez exonerated. Testing will go ahead, assuming no complications. Remember to check out.
That was interesting, man. To think, as a child, you're so impulsive and easily influenced by a bunch of things that excite you. Even as an adult, it's kind of hard to control your emotions when you're really into something or really passionate about something, like defending your friends or helping the people that are less fortunate. You know, those are some very, very strong movements that you can have and feelings that are attached to him. It only makes sense that things like that can get out of hand, especially when you haven't really matured and can control those emotions. So you just fling bombs back at him, man. Oh man, this is awesome. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe to the Rubber as well as a couple other reactions that I think you'll love. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off. We'll see you next time.